Hey guys, got the Tech Plus battery pack here that I've had for about 4.5 months now or so. I still think this is the best battery pack that I've ever had. It is $46 on Amazon, at least this one was. There's a newer version out now that's $47.99. I have a previous video of this, but people were asking me how it works, how you charge it. There's a few other things that I guess I didn't go over too well. So I'm just gonna do a little follow-up here and just tell you a few features of the battery pack. Let's start with the fact that it weighs about 1 pound. Also, it has some LED lights up here on the body of the pack that tells you how many bars it still has as far as charging goes. It has one LED off to the far left here that turns green when it's trying to receive a solar charge. Yes, these are solar panels and it's able to suck up power from pretty much any light source, even my overhead LED lights. On the opposite side, you have your wireless charging pad, which has a rubbery grip, so when you put your cell phone on it, it doesn't slip around a lot. Over here, at the end of it, you have a little rubber covering that blocks your USB panels from getting wet. This is water resistant, but it is not waterproof, so be very careful. I have gotten it splashed while riding my bike and it's been on my backpack, so it's gotten rained on, but I haven't gotten soaked yet. You have two USBs here for output power to charge up devices, and you have two USBs over here, a micro and a USB-C for input charge. Those are where you're able to receive the power in. There's a new version of this that's out on Amazon right now, and I'll put the link in the description, that has 4 outputs and still has a wireless charging pad. So I would definitely check that one out. It's about the same price, and I think there's a coupon right now. So look in the link, or look in the description, click on the link, and you'll see the battery pack I'm talking about. It has a coupon for 20% off of this one right now, so you can get it way cheaper. Ballistic case, it's pretty hard. Rubberized grips on the side. Power button right up here, which turns on its ability to do the wireless charging. You'll see a red light come on, and when that comes on, that means that it's ready to do the wireless charging feature. There you go. You can see that it is charging my iPhone. To charge with your USB, simply take your USB wire, plug it into the device that you want to charge, plug it into the battery pack here, and then take the other end and plug that into the device that you'd like to charge, like my Bluetooth headset here. See the little LED light come on, letting you know that it is in fact charging. One great feature that I like about this battery pack is that you can still charge your other devices wirelessly, even though you are still charging an item with the USB, with your USB wire. So it can charge more than one item at a time. In fact, it can run 3 different items at one time. So right now I have my headphones charging, I have the cell phone charging on the wireless pad, and we're going to come over here and we're going to plug in my Air Purifier, which I use on my desktop. You can see it going full blast. I plugged it right here into the USB slot. And if I yank out the wire, this thing should die. Let's see. There we go. So it runs 3 different devices all at once. So I'm going to go ahead and take the phone off, and I'm going to remove the USB here from our headset and show you guys how we charge the pack itself. So here I have a plug set up with a USB-C, and we are going to plug that into the battery pack. So assuming that your battery pack was off, no LED light here, no LEDs on the back lit up, and we plug it in to the USB-C, the LED lights will come on, let you know that it's charging. And then on the other side, your LED panel will turn red, let you know it's also accepting a charge. You can also charge it with a micro USB. We're going to take our handy dandy micro USB wire, plug that in here, and then plug it in to the other end of the micro USB port. Sure enough, you're getting a charge there. And on this side, red panel lets you know that it is receiving a charge. All right. Another feature about this, which is pretty cool, is your LED panel here. The red LED panel, you can turn it on and off by hitting the little power button 2 times, goes off, One time it turns it on. It's really great if you are trying to read a book in your tent and you really just need a little tiny bit of light to see something. This LED that's red is great for that. It doesn't shine up too much light, so you don't end up messing up your night vision. Push the button twice, it shuts the LED off. Hold the button down and it turns on the panel light, which is a row of LEDs behind this iridescent panel. It gets pretty bright. I'm going to shut off the overhead lights here real quick so you can get an idea of how bright this actually gets. So there you go. This is just my LED panel on my battery pack. So you can use it, as you can see, to light up quite a bit. Hold that button down again and it switches from bright LED panel to a dimmer LED panel. It's more safe, it's a little bit safer on your eyes when it's dark out. And then of course, if you hold it down one more time, it switches to an SOS mode. Great for signaling help. Hold it down again, it goes right back to solid white LED panel. If you hold it down for 3 seconds, it switches it off and leaves the red LED light on as a little glow here. And as I told you before, you can use that to read something at night if it's dark in your tent or outside and it's dark. Hold it down to power everything off. Everything should shut off just like that. That's pretty much the main features of it. It will charge your iPhone about 8 times fully. When this is fully charged, it should give you about 8 charges on an iPhone XS. It should give you, 11 charges on an iPhone XS. It should give you 8 or 9 charges on a Samsung Galaxy 8. And it should give you 3 charges on an iPad Pro, that is. So pretty cool device, has a lot of power built into this little tiny box. And it is pretty tough. I've dropped it quite a few times and it hasn't broken yet. It comes with, once again, instruction card and a little carabiner and a couple of boxes with some padding. The little carabiner is made to hook on this little tab, but I wouldn't do that because this little tab is made out of plastic and I'm afraid it's gonna break fairly easily. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I think I described almost everything. If you want to know the dimensions of it, it is about 6 3/4 inches long. I'm sorry, 6 5/8 inches long. The width is 3.5 inches wide, and the thickness is right at, I believe it was 5/8. 5/8 inch thick, and it weighs about a pound. During the huge snowstorm or blizzard thing that we had in Texas, we had power outages for about 26 hours. And so what we did was we used these cool little LED lights, and this is something I would recommend to have on hand. You can get these little LED lights at Walmart or online on Amazon for about $6 or so, and they power up with a simple USB. So you can plug these lights into your USB battery pack, and they will charge. They will stay lit for hours. I'm talking hours and hours and hours. So these should have at least 10 to 12 hours of runtime easily on this battery pack, if not more, on a fully charged pack. Beauty of it is that we had no power for 26 hours or so, I believe it was. So we would just need these for a few hours at night while we're doing things around the apartment before we went to sleep. And the rest of the time we just shut them off and we just sat around with like a candle here and there. But this thing, we would charge it during the day in the windowsill, let it charge all day long, and then when we needed a light at night, we ran about 3 of these things, charged our phones, charged our tablets, whatever we needed, and then during the day, we just repeated the cycle. At this part of the video, I am running the Air Purifier, which is in white in the dead center of the screen, and the selfie light, which is slightly to the left of the Air Purifier. Both of those are being run off of the battery pack, which has 4 bars. I use my watch as a timer, and I set it for about 1 hour, and it never went below 4 bars. So the battery is really holding its own. Please subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and leave me some comments and let me know what you think. Hopefully you like this battery pack as much as I did.